right, everybody, welcome to the show this week. I'm Gary.
This is Austin.
And we are Midwest Mike's coming back at you with another show. We are actually dropping 2 shows this week. This will be the second of those shows. So we're going to kind of go with a new format during the remainder of the NFL season. We felt like we were rushing through some things, talking college, talking pro, talking high school. So kind of for the rest of the NFL season, or at least the regular season, we're going to kind of do 2 episodes a week. One where we talk high school, college, or have a guest on. And then in our second one, we'll do our power rankings for the NFL and get those in. So, like I said, this is the second of 2 shows hopefully you're listening to this week. First one, we had Coach Ray Caldwell on, great guest. If you haven't had a chance yet, go listen to that show. We talked about the new college football playoff rankings and went from there. But great conversation with him, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. If you guys are listening to this show before you listen to the other show, finish this one out and check it out. He had a lot of good insights and a lot of cool. The guy's got a ton of experience, a lot of cool advice and other things. So it was nice. We talked some college football, we talked some NFL. He's a big-time Eagles fan, so it was kind of cool to hear his perspective on the Super Bowl and then the how the season's going so far this year. So, check that show out for sure if you haven't listened to it.
Yeah, if you don't know where to find it, well, if you're listening to this, you do know where to find it. But if you don't, it's all over our social media at Midwest Mike's, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, the whole deal.
Yeah.
Should be good times. So, last week, football high school playoffs, we'll kind of start there. Our buddy Coach Harris and his team, their season did come to an end against Harrisonville. They lost, and I had talked to Coach Harris kind of leading up to that game. Harrisonville is a team that has had a lot of playoff experience. They've won some state championships in their history. Van Horn is still a relatively young program in that. I mean, he did help them to get their first playoff win in school history the prior week. So sometimes it is tough to kind of break through that wall, 2 weeks in a row. But I say congratulations to them and his staff and those kids over there. I think they had a great season, and there's nothing to hang your head about over there.
Yeah, I think Coach Harris did an awesome job. I think Van Horn's either turning or turned around. And I think kind of a little bit what we talked with Coach Caldwell, once you get the morale, the mentality, and you get kids to buy in, I think Van Horn's. I would guess that Van Horn's gonna be good again next year because he's got those. They're buying into it. We look forward to seeing big things from Coach Harris for sure.
Yeah, and we'll definitely get him on the show here sometime in the next few weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
Give him some time to kind of decompress and get away and gather his thoughts, and I'm sure he'll have some great things to say about his guys over there. So, but we wish them the best of luck moving forward, and they had a great year, and we'll go from there. But the other team we've kind of been following, William Chrisman, my buddy DJ over there.
Yep.
Another good season for them. Unfortunately, comes to an end at the hands of Fort Osage. And for whatever reason, they just cannot get past those guys, Fort Osage over there. William Chrisman haven't beat them in 15, 16 years. And so it's going to be at least another year before they get a chance to do that. So, but best of luck to DJ and Coach Perry and those guys out there. That's a good coaching staff, and they're also doing some good things. So, happy for them. And, it only, unfortunately, one team in each class gets to end their season the way they want to. And, that's not the way either of those teams wanted to end. But, we wish them the best of luck going forward. And, those guys have their teams, I feel like, trending in the right direction.
Yeah, I think so, too. All right, we can start moving to some Kansas stuff. Before we talk about East, just the other couple schools that we know that are really good in the area. Miege won their game, right?
Miege won. They went down
game.
to Pittsburgh. They beat them, 49-20 or something like that.
Yeah, for a little while it was close, and I think they pulled away. No surprise. Miege will probably win 4A. Yeah, I don't see anybody else beating them. On the 5A stage,
St. Aquinas,
whoever they were playing,
they dominated.
They
Topeka
beat them down. I was watching. I was keeping track of that game while I was keeping track of yours, and they're just going at it. So, big thanks from your old coach Delaney's over there, and he's doing they're doing big things on that offense. So, not surprising there. So now what happened on the Cheyenne Mission East?
Well, we did win. We beat Olathe East. We knew that it was going to be a tough game. At this point in the year, you really don't get any gimmies in 6A Kansas football. I mean, there were 16 teams left last weekend. Olathe East, I mean, they played us down to the wire. We won 23-20. And, sometimes at this point in the year, you just got to find a way and win. And that's what we did. I mean, we were up 16-0 at half. Came back. We did not play very well in the second half. But, again, we got out of there with the win. I'm proud of our kids for continuing to fight throughout that. I mean, there was several times where they could have kind of hung it up or said, oh, they got all the momentum and, we're turning the ball over and we're not getting stops on defense. And, just they could have started pointing fingers and our kids rallied together and, we pulled out the win. So that's what's big and that's what's important. We won 23-20 and we'll see what happens going forward. This week we have Olathe North, who we have played earlier in the season. Very close game. We won 35-28. Scored with about 20 seconds left to win it. It was a tie game, and we drove 99 yards, won it. Great drive led by our quarterback, Andy Maddox. And Tony Friends did a great job running the ball. Xavier Newman, Joe Kraus, Cooper Lovelace on our O-line really did a good job blocking there. And just, I'm proud of those guys. Our defense, some of our leaders on defense, P.J. Spencer, Tyler Stottle, J-Mo, those guys, Ashton Andino, just those guys stepped up and were stars when we needed them to be and got us out of there with that win. And, we have not taken lightly the fact that, that was such a tough game. And we know more than anyone, just because we beat them once doesn't mean we'll beat them again. They have had our full attention all week as coaches, as players. We know that we have to play our best game to beat them and get out of there. And this time of year, there's 8 teams that get to play on Friday in 6A. Saturday morning, 4 of those teams wake up and turn their equipment in. 4 of them get to play another week. So right now our motto is win the day, just like Coach Hoover talked about. At the beginning of the season, win the day, and we're still sticking to that. Just, hey, win the day, put a winning streak together. We've had 3 really good days of practice this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And we'll have our kind of walk through tomorrow to clean things up. And then, Friday night, kick it off. And I definitely say, like I do every week, go watch a high school team play this week. Like I said, in Kansas, in 6A, 5A, 4A, there's 8 teams left in each of those divisions. So you're going to see some pretty good football, no matter where you go. Missouri's also pretty deep into the playoffs. I don't have the exact number of teams left, but, it's around there.
Yeah.
So go watch your local team if they're still in it. If not, go find somebody to watch. I mean, you can go catch a game for $7. Get 4 hours of entertainment.
Yeah, go hang out. It's just supporting your community. So
yeah.
Very cool.
So, hey, we're looking forward to the opportunity to play Olathe North again, and I'm sure they're going to be ready for us, and they're going to give us all they got. We're going to give them all they got, and hopefully the Lancers come out on top. I will say that.
I think you will.
I mean, I don't want us to be done yet.
No, it's a state championship, man. It's coming.
Yep, I hope so. Hope so.
I hope so too.
We definitely have the ability to do it. We'll see, but.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move into talk a little NFL.
Real quick, before we do NFL,
okay.
Just real fast. Did you get to see any of the highlights or watch the game? KU played well.
KU basketball.
KU basketball.
Yeah.
KU basketball.
Yeah, KU basketball.
Kansas football did not play well. they had their 2 games they did play well this year, and they're done. They told their coach they're going to fire him at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Lame duck.
Lame duck.
Lame duck coach. That's kind of sucks. So they're going to lose the rest of their games. Anyways, or maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, I would say, KU looked good, but that Duke team, man.
Oh, yeah. They looked really good.
They put a beating on Kentucky, who is number 2.
Yeah.
Duke's 4. They're probably number 1 after this week because that's 4 freshmen, and they looked nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Zion is a real deal. Like he's going to be a big time. He could be in the NBA right now if it wasn't for the rule where you got to be 19 or whatever it is
to
get in the league.
1-year rule.
Yeah, he should be. Actually, this dude should be in the NBA now. It'd be awesome to watch him play in the NBA, but we get to see him in college. I think the difference is Coach K's got a bunch of one-and-dones on this team. It's like having a Kentucky from a few years ago.
Yep.
But coached by Coach K, who I think's the best right now. A lot of people would say Self is. I think Self is really, really good. I think Coach K is the best.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Coach K.
I just wanted to throw that out before we got NFL because I thought Duke looked awesome.
Yeah, they did. And you might think, hey, you guys are skipping college. No, we covered college this week on our show with Coach Caldwell. So if you missed it, go back, check it out. But when we get into these power rankings, the thing I'm going to say is I guarantee I have a new number 1. Okay?
I definitely have a new number
1. The Rams had been number 1 for the entire season. I have a new number 1 tonight. We're going to build the suspense. Is it the Chiefs? Is it the Saints? Is it the Dallas Cowboys? Hell no, it ain't.
Cowboys.
Hell no, it ain't the Cowboys. I'm going to say it again. Fire Jason Garrett. They looked completely inept on Monday Night Football after having 2 weeks to prepare for the Tennessee Titans, who are now a 500 team after beating the Cowboys. That's terrible and unexcusable.
I'll give you a positive.
Okay.
Amari Cooper got a touchdown, and I thought Amari Cooper looked good. I thought Dak looked bad. I thought Amari looked good. Amari is a good receiver.
Yeah, he's not a bad receiver.
So you guys overpaid for him, but you have a dude that's young, and you guys should keep. I think Cooper's way talented.
Oh yeah, I think
got the touchdown, got like 60 yards or whatever it was. They definitely were targeting him. So I don't know.
They were, but yeah,
positive.
I'm done with Jason
Cowboys.
Garrett. Okay.
And we'll let you. You know what? We'll get you. You can get that in probably one more time before the show's over.
Okay.
Fire Jason Garrett. All right, so your number 10 is
the Pittsburgh Steelers, first entering my top 10 after having some bad weeks starting out, but they are 5-2-1, and they are leading their division.
Okay,
and so I gotta get them in here.
Bell's not going. Bell still has a little time to report, doesn't he?
He has to report by the 13th.
Okay, and we're at the as we're recording this, it's the 7th, so he's got 6 days.
He's got 6 days. He's got to be there by next Tuesday.
Call it, man. Is he going to show up or what?
I think he'll show up, but I think it'll be at the last minute.
I think Pittsburgh should have traded him.
Yeah,
your running back, like you've won 4 in a row. Your running back Connor is cheap and he's running well.
He's playing well.
Shoot, I don't even know Le'Veon Bell's like, he's up there with Gurley and Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
He's right there, so I don't know. That's interesting. So, my number 10, Washington Redskins. They got their butt kicked this week. The only reason they're on my list, they look bad. The only reason they're on my list is because they're winning their division. Not a great division. I still think the Eagles will win the division, but I got Redskins there, and they look like trash. So there's my 10.
Yeah, I had them I think at 8 or 9 last week and dropped them out of here, and got Pittsburgh in there. Number 9 is Houston. They're at 6-3. They won another one this weekend. That's a winning streak, I think, of 4 games for them. 6 games for them. Started 0-3, and now they've won 6 in a row. So they're hot, and they're going to keep rolling, I think.
My number 9 is Carolina Panthers. Looked good. They've looked good during the season. I think they're heating up right now. Cam Newton's big-time playmaker, and their defense is good, and will keep them in games. If the offense isn't performing, keep them in games. Last show, we talked to Coach Caldwell. He talked about Panthers putting up 21 in the 4th. Basically what happens is that the defense kind of keeps – they got down, but the defense kind of kept them around and let the offense score 21, then held Philly, and they ended up winning that game. So, like the Panthers at number 9.
All right. Number 8, I got the Chicago Bears, 5-3. This week, they had another win. I believe they beat Buffalo this weekend. Kind of beat them down a little bit.
Which is what they should have done.
And they did. So, Chicago Bears keep winning.
My number 8 is also Chicago Bears. I like that team in the NFC North. They're probably the most stable team